Hello again, gang. I'm still traveling. I'll be back home by next week's episode. But right now, because I'm still traveling, you're getting one more raw, unedited episode. That means you have to put up with some ums and ahs and, and not the best sound quality. And I promise this time also I will keep the episode short. I wanted to talk about something really important that, this is something we all know, it's pretty obvious. This is the importance of planning and preparation. This is something we know, but on this trip, I've seen live for myself the what happens when you are prepared and when you aren't. When you have some amount of planning and when you have zero planning. And this is something I've seen of my own self, my experience, as well as people around me, other travelers who are staying at this particular location I'm at. Now, I'm a big believer of going with the flow and everything will work out for the highest good and, things will fall into place. You're always taken care of. Yes, I'm big on all of that. This is something I truly believe and I speak about it often too. But I did realize that when you are prepared, when you have planned to some extent at least, then you position yourself well. In the last minute, you aren't floundering. If you're unprepared and you're leaving everything to the last minute or rushing from place to place without really thinking things in advance, then you get into stressful situations. There's anxiety created. You may even forget things which are important, which you shouldn't be forgetting. So you miss out on a lot when you're just rushing from place to place, going through your days with zero planning and advanced preparation. But when you have even a little bit of preparation, just a little bit of forethought before you start out your day, or in this case, before you start out your trip, just a bit of forethought, maybe booking a few things in advance, not a lot of it, right? Not making it super planned because plans don't always work out. So you don't want to stress with, the plan shouldn't be a cause of stress to you, but in a relaxed way, some basic things if you plan in advance, like say checking into your flight before you get out of your house, much before that, or booking your cab to a place to, when you reach the final location and then you want to book a cab to your stay place, or if you're going to attend an event or a workshop, finding out in advance exactly the place you need to go to. These little things make a big difference, huge difference. They seem small. They seem like, okay, it's okay, I'll just do it, as things come, I'll face them and things will fall into place. But when you do plan and when you do get, your ducks in a row, so to say, if you do that, then you avoid a lot of unnecessary stress and anxiety. And who doesn't want to avoid unnecessary stress and anxiety, right? You want to be able to be free and you want things to flow smoothly. And of course, once you have planned things, if things don't work out according to your plan, then you don't stress out. You let it go. It's okay. Then you go with the flow. Of course, you go with the flow. But plan in advance, position yourself so that you are at an advantage always. We say some people are lucky, some aren't. Things work out smoothly for a few people, for a few others, it doesn't. More than luck, it's preparation. Because when you're prepared, then when certain choices come in front of you, when certain opportunities come in front of you, you are in a better position to make clear decisions and quick decisions. And you can choose, okay, I want to do this, but I don't want to do that. I want to take even as simple as, okay, I'll take this route versus that route. Just asking a little in advance about, directions before you step out of your place. Just that's going to help you. So when you reach a certain point, you'll be able to make decisions quite easily. For example, I was going to this Buddhist meditation center for they have this 1 hour morning meditation, and morning as in not very early in the morning, so suitable for me to an extent. So I wanted to try it out. I had heard good things about this place. Now, when I visited the place on maybe a few days before the day I wanted to attend the meditation, we'd gone there, in the afternoon, and it was so beautiful. So we just walked around the place and just explored for a while. And before leaving from there, I had this thought. I'm like, okay, this morning meditation, this is a huge place. So where exactly at this center where does the meditation happen? In which hall? And I wanted to check. I wanted to actually go to the office and ask. And my friend who was with me was like, it's okay. You'll know, when you come, when you arrive on the day, other people also will be going there. So you'll figure it out and stuff like that. But just to be safe, I went into the office and found out. I said, okay, exactly where in this place, in this center, does the meditation happen? And lo and behold, on the day of the meditation, I woke up, got ready, rushed. And I mean, though it was not early in the morning, it was still morning. So it took a bit of effort on my path to get out of my room and walk up to that place. It was about maybe 10-15 minutes walk away. And I rushed and I reached there in the very last moment. And thankfully, because I knew exactly where the meditation was happening, I didn't look left, right. I went straight. I made a beeline right to the hall. And yes, I did meet other people, and who were heading there, but not a lot. It was not as big a crowd as I had imagined because most of the crowd was already in the hall. So, because I knew that confidence, if nothing else, it kept me less anxious, even when I was rushing in the last moment. And this, of course, comes from knowing myself very well that, yes, there are some things I do in the last minute. So that's why advanced preparation is important, know thyself. But it was a big difference to me because then when I walked into the meditation, it hadn't started yet. Of course, I didn't want to go late and disturb them, but it was just about to begin and I was there correctly in time. I went, found a seat, sat down, and then the person started the meditation session. It was really nice. And I was able to smoothly enter into the state of being calm and centered, even though I had rushed and come late, because the advance preparation, that advance little bit of planning and knowledge that I had kept me stress-free even though I was rushing to the place. So this is how, in small ways, preparation matters. At the same time, I've seen others who didn't plan at all. They're like, oh, I'll go with the flow. And then, here the weather is very unpredictable. It's been raining off and on, unseasonal rains. I didn't expect it to be so cold and rainy. But anyway, I know of people who didn't plan and then they just randomly went, floundered, went to some other place, got lost and, had to come back in the dark. And of course, things worked out for them too, right? Because things do work out and everything goes, it goes with the flow. You can go with the flow. But the person who went through that, though they reached back safely ultimately, they were stressed and they were tired, and that sucked out the energy from them. And that is the difference between planning and preparation. It doesn't mean that just because you don't plan, things won't work out, because things work out. If you have faith, if you have trust, you are protected. The universe is there for you. But you're sparing yourself of anxiety, stress, and energy drain and tiredness and unnecessary work. Because if you're not prepared, then yes, you end up, you flounder and you end up taking, doing extra work, or probably taking these detours that you don't need to do if you had, that you didn't need to do if you had planned in advance. So yeah, I just wanted to share this. If you are a procrastinator like I am, and if you're not really much into planning, it doesn't have to be in your nature to be a planner, but it is a very, very good skill to develop. and only to some extent, not to the point of perfection, and not being rigid with your plans and expecting everything to go the exact way that you had pre-planned. Definitely not that way, right? You're not trying to control it, but just be a little prepared. Just plan a bit, put in a little bit of effort into that, and over time it becomes easier. It actually becomes a habit, and then you will automatically start planning, and it'll seem effortless to prepare and to plan. And this is of course an example. Whatever I've shared with you is based on my traveling, but in any facet of life, whether it's running a business, or working on a certain project, or running your home and your kitchen, or things like that, whatever it is, a little bit of advanced planning makes a huge difference in helping to make your journey a lot more easy, a lot more graceful, and of course, then you get to be curious and have fun on the way because you aren't stressed out all along. All right, catch you again next week. And if this is your first time here, I'm Susmita Veganosaurus. You're listening to the Feel Good Factor podcast. If you like this episode, then you are surely going to enjoy my free newsletter, The Feel Good Tribe. Go to my website, veganosaurus.com. That is veganosaurus.com/newsletter, and subscribe. I send out emails maybe once or twice a month with lots of conversational stories and tips and tricks and all kinds of stuff. So, yeah, I look forward to having you on the Feel Good Tribe. Talk to you again soon. Take care. Bye.